8:05, Sway in the morning. Yo, I kind of stumbled on this kid one day. I was online just searching and just looking for some new energy.
Some vibes.
And I saw this kid behind the piano, and I was like, who is this dude, man? See what he sound like, you know? And he started singing, and I was like, wow. This guy got a real gritty kind of interesting texture to his voice, you know? It sound like, and I started listening to the lyrics of the song. I was like, oh, he must have written for a bunch of people in his past, and this is his time to shine. And then Kelly Kincaid started talking to me about this artist, and then and I was listening online to some music, and she brought up his name, Khalid.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
You know, that's exactly how I did it when I first said it, too. I just reliving, and you know I know your name. All right. And then turned out a good friend of ours started speaking this artist up, and this is somebody's opinion I never questioned. She could tell me to walk forward with my eyes closed, and if I saw a wall in front of me, I wouldn't think I was going to bump into a wall. That's how much I trust her word when it comes to music.
Wow.
And when she told me this was an artist she was working with, I knew it was real. And he's here with us today. Please welcome Khalid. I said it right?
Khalid. There we go.
First,
name's
the
difficult. I get it. I
You're going to get that, dude. You know, Khaled's out here. You know.
Right.
See, I understand. I'm not mad about it, though.
Yeah. As long as they say they're going to get it right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Is there
exactly.
a meaning behind your name?
So my name means eternal, but my dad actually named me. I don't know why. I guess he just liked the name, you know?
So it's no Muslim tie to it or
Nah,
not?
not at all.
Any religious background you have? Or?
Me, Christianity.
Christianity?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus, stand up.
Jesus, stand up. Well, you got a song called Angels on your album.
Yeah.
You know, you believe in angels?
I do, but I feel like the song Angels was kind of just, it kind of had a deeper meaning than the simplistic fact of like angels. I felt like that was kind of like how every day I get surrounded by positivity.
Wow.
Whether it's people walking next to me, whether it's a room full of individuals, whether it's my friends from back home in El Paso or Germany or wherever I lived at, I feel like they're all angels because even when I'm down or when I'm negative on myself, they help bring me back up. And in the song I say, you know, I've been singing angels in my living room that have walked the sun and have slept on the moon. So all of these people I surround myself with have been through something.
Yeah.
But once we surround each other with each other, then it gets all right and it's all good. And there's always the light at the end of the tunnel, but you can't see that light unless you push for it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what that track was about.
Wow. See, this is a young man who's lived all. You've never been stable in one place, right? You're a military child, right? How many places you live in?
So as far as my memory goes, the moments that I really accept that I've lived in were 3 places. I lived in Germany for 6 years. I lived in New York for 4. And I lived in El Paso for 2 years. Moving a lot, I feel like it gave me this sense of maturity because I really had to accept at an early age that friendships don't last forever.
Yeah.
Moments don't last forever. And memories are memories. So moving a lot, I've lost a lot of friends. I've gained a lot of friends. And each one of those friends had their own story and their own upbringing and their own sense of culture. So I felt like, for me, what was beneficial for me is that I got to take a piece of every one of these people and take it with me wherever I go. And I'm still moving to this day.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. Where are you now?
I'm in LA right now.
Oh, damn. Man, he's in La La Land,
huh? Get it in.
I want to go back to El Paso because I actually grew up in Dallas.
Oh, dope.
And so, you know, being Texas is such a huge state.
Right.
And Houston has its legacy with all the artists that used to come out of there.
Right.
And El Paso was always kind of viewed as just this out of nowhere, you know, area. Nobody knows who lives there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it didn't seem like a place where you would hear like a different type of artist come out of, you know. And I'm hearing your album. It has a lot of influences from different genres, different eras.
Yeah.
So, I mean, while you were living there in El Paso, who were you listening to or who were you inspired by at that time?
So in El Paso, I was kind of inspired by just people who I went to school with. There weren't really any mainstream artists that I knew of from El Paso when I was making music. But there were a lot of local artists, and on the album I actually showcased one of the local artists, a friend of mine. His name is Skritzy. He's a producer, and he does more than that, you know? And I felt like it was necessary. If I'm given this platform, if I'm giving all of these different abilities to kind of showcase El Paso throughout the music, so when you listen to the album, you kind of hear me say 915 or you hear me say El Paso, just because there's so much talent that's just so undiscovered, and I feel like a lot of people are kind of discouraged about that fact. So I kind of want to take what I'm doing and represent the city, even though I'm not primarily from there, just because it impacted me as an individual.
How old are you, man?
Right.
19.
19, man. What the hell?
Speaking in dissertation. I love
I was gonna say he talks about a lot of talent in El Paso. I have to say, out of any place that I've been in America, is the baddest broads are in El Paso.
it. Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a good point to bring up right
There
now
you
to the
go.
19-year-old wonder.
He might still be a virgin.
Yeah, that's great, man. Good to know. Big announcement. We just found out, breaking news, that you actually are now about to join somebody pretty big on tour, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who was that?
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. It's like the Texas connection or something.
Yeah.
Right? How did that happen?
So it was just super genuine because he followed me on Twitter, which is, I mean, it's 2017. That's kind of how things happen nowadays.
Yeah.
So he followed me, and his people hit my people and were like, you know what, he shows interest and he likes what you're doing, and he would want to know if you would want to go on tour with me. I didn't see that as a question. I'm like, yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going on this tour. Not only just because
Did it just really happen like that?
Yeah.
He just hit you directly?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Did he DM you?
Nah, there was no DM. It was so fluid and it went so fast. And me, I'm like, yo, I rock with it and I'm with it. Not just because he's from Texas
Right.
and I'm from Texas. Just because him as an artist, you know, he's just so, his form of diversity and his creativity is just so beyond what I like am used to nowadays. And I feel like that's just is so inspirational. Everything I do in life, I try to find inspiration in all of the movements that I make. And I feel like this is going to be a really good creative space for me to go on this tour. And I'm excited and I'm ready.
It's a good thing you went through your notifications one by one.
Always, dude.
Wow.
Always,
man. Khalid is here, ladies and gentlemen. I knew the name. I just wanted to give him a hard time. Everything can't come so smooth.
Right.
Travis Scott. You know, Travis Scott hitting him up directly. You know, Baby Sam's here. I want to play. I listened to the album, a couple of them. Honestly, man, every song I just thought was written in an excellent way for you
Thank
to
you.
be. Listen, I dissect, and I was like, this dude is an excellent songwriter. One of the songs I'm going to play is Young, Dumb, and Broke, and then we're going to open up the phone lines, 888-742-3345. Get to know this kid. Excuse me. Get to know this spirit.
Ooh.
He's been around longer than than the physical.
Yeah.
Get to know this spirit. American Teen is the name of his album. Khalid is here. It's available on iTunes now. That was Young, Dumb, and Broke. You know, I got an 18-year-old, man. So a lot of times that's what keeps us connected is a lot of times it's through the music. And when the music can speak to both of us, it doesn't matter how old she is or how young I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? We just, we connect that way. Your star has been rising really fast.
Oh, yeah.
Travis Scott is hitting you. Kehlani came in here and she just bragged about you and bragged about you.
So dope.
How was that meeting with her?
Her spirit, her vibe, and all of that, the energy that she gives out is just so amazing. Like the first time that, I mean, I saw her in a different atmosphere, but the first time that I saw her, it was the day of her performance in Santa Ana. And so she comes, she's walking down the stairs, her hair is blowing in the wind. I'm like, what is this, you know? And she comes up to me, and the first thing she does is embrace me with a hug. She gives me a hug.
Wow.
And she tells me that she loves me, and she tells me that she has to go on stage. Afterwards, we had talked. She's so dope, and she's so authentic. And I love her a lot.
Wow. All right. Okay. I see a song happening.
Me too.
I feel it formulating.
They both got
what
kids.
can I say?
Me and Khalid were having an interesting conversation off air that I want to bring the citizens into. And I was saying at 19, a lot of 19-year-olds I speak to already feel old. I think it's because they're part of that scroll life on Instagram and they become comparaholics. And within your circle, if you felt like anyone was just swallowing down envy because they look at you as this prodigal child that's living like a 35-year-old's life.
Oh, yeah. A lot of that has happened, and a lot of those connections that I had with people kind of disappeared because of the envy that they had for me, it was all about, you know what, this is what I knew that I was going to do or that I wanted to do as a child. It's not like it was anything that just came 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I wanted this. This is something that I wanted. And so I worked for it. And I feel like that kind of intimidates a lot of people my age because a lot of people my age don't know what they want.
Right.
And I do.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the people would compare different situations with me and it's like, why is this happening to you? And why isn't it happening to me? But everything happens for a reason in life. I don't know why this is happening to me.
Right.
But it is, and I accept it, and I'm going to work to keep it. Because if I don't work to keep it, it's going to go away.
Boy.
So, a lot of those friendships
you ain't 19.
I had...
Get the fuck out of here.
Right. What's your idea?
Old ass nigga.
But in reality, like, a lot of those friendships went away, and it hurt me. But at the same time, I had to keep moving. I can't just stop and wait for somebody to get whatever they got going on right for us to connect again. I was like, you know what, I got to keep moving. And there's been cases of me hearing from friends of other people who I used to be friends with talking down on me. But I don't have to give them that energy and talk down on them. I'm worried about something way, 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 way different and better than drama, you know? So it's whatever.
I love him.
Oh, thank you.
I'm about to introduce this dude to my daughter.
Shit,
I've
never heard that before.
You never heard that, right?
Can I ask something real quick? Because when we were
just
listening,
as friends, spirits. I ain't talking about like.
That's how it
Get
starts.
your mind out get your old mind out together. Okay, go ahead.
why I gotta be an old mind?
All right, go ahead.
Listening to the album, it kind of sounded. There were some songs that gave me like a soundtrack feel. You know what I mean? Like the Young, Dumb, and Broke. That sounded like something like a Project X, or if you could do a soundtrack for a type of movie, which one would you kind of prefer to do?
So a type of movie, it has to be probably about high school. You know, like honestly, like if 90210 was like a movie, or like Clueless came back, or like something like that, just with that whole like high school vibe,
Coming
like,
of age kind of.
Coming of age. Like that's really what I'm with right now, because when I was creating the album, I was trying to find myself, but I was trying to find myself through my own past that I went through when I was in high school. So a lot of the stories are kind of directed towards that.
Plus his mom too, and your pops influenced you musically too, right? So it also helps when you got a parent system that's supportive of you chasing your passion, right?
Yeah. My mom, she's in the Army, and she sings in the Army, but the thing is, she actually passed up because she was gonna, chase for a career in music. She passed that up. She had me, and she stayed in to support me. So she's always been a big support system for me.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm curious about high school's changed a little bit since I've been in high school. Being a teenager, slightly different, not much. But the album title, American Teen. I want to dissect this song on something that we call lyrical breakdown.
I don't get it. What exactly don't you get?
Breaking down the lyrics you may not understand.
What the hell did you just say?
It's the Lyrical Breakdown.
I can break it down like whatever you want.
On Sway in the Morning.
Now, Khalid is here. The album is American Teen. Pick it up in stores. Got a lot of people on the phone lines that want to talk to you, but I just, I'm just trying to really get into your mindset of where you were when you wrote certain lyrics, because you're very poetic.
Thank you.
I can't think of what song you talked about, but you mentioned haiku in one of the songs.
Yes.
And haiku is a form of poetry. That's from Japan. And you may not know this, but when I was in elementary, I won a citywide haiku contest in Oakland. I just thought I'd throw that out there. So,
How many lines are in a haiku?
I think it was 5, 3, 5. Is it 7? Was it 3? 3 lines, but how many syllables?
575.
Yeah, 575. Yeah, something like that. I won. All right, that's all you need to know. All right. So in this song, American Teen, I tried to take the verses down as much as I could.
Right.
And you're very poetic. So it says, living the good life full of goodbyes.
Right.
My eyes are on the gray skies. What is that in reference to your travel, or what is that?
It was in reference of my travel, and it was kind of, saying like, since I say goodbye to so many different people, my life is constantly moving, but it's still good because I was able to meet all those good, genuine people, So it's like I'm living a good life full of goodbyes. My eyes are on the gray skies. Like, it's kind of like dusk.
Yeah.
Like, you come alive in the nighttime, like that type of stuff. You know, especially when you're in high school, you always go out at night because that's when the parties are. You know.
Oh, good point. Good point.
So yeah, that's kind of what that was about.
He basically just lost that introduction to my daughter.
All
right.
Don't do drugs, Khalid.
Okay. Saying I don't want to come home tonight. Yeah, and I'm high up off what? I don't even remember, but my friend passed out in the Uber ride.
Yeah. True story.
True story. That sounds like a true story. Cool. So, you know, when you say you high up, is that a metaphor? Or were you really high?
It was kind of like I'm high up, you know what, like off of life, off of the moment, off of the energy that I'm surrounding myself with. But my friend's actually high.
Yeah.
And, you know, they actually passed out in the Uber ride. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy this vibe in this moment. And I'm just going to, you know, I'll wake them up when the ride's over. And we'll keep moving to wherever we're going to go.
Okay. So you don't partake in the high activity much?
Nah.
Don't smoke a little weed?
And you and Cali.
No.
No.
All right. So
we're not going to go.
Okay. We'll leave it alone. Somebody will get it out of you. Man. All right. That's not what we're here for today. I'm sorry, baby Sam. I said I'll go light. I'm from the city of the 915.
Yeah.
Well, all the girls are pretty. Want to testify to that. And they're down for the hype.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So being down for the hype, every party, every rave, every whatever it is, once you walk in, you just see girls. Just girls, pretty girls. But they're not like, you know, they're not like trashy or anything. Like they're with their friends, they're out there having a good time. And it's always nice to see. You don't want to walk into a party and just see a whole bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
So hell
Good
no.
point.
So I mean, it's kind of good to see a couple girls in the room.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Variety. All my boys are with me going up for the night, but who cares? Who cares? Because this is our year.
Yeah.
So wake me up in the spring while I'm high off my American dream. We don't always say what we mean. That's the lie of an American teen.
Yeah.
Man, you just give you the right to say what you want, and the next day change the whole thing, right?
Right.
And that's your right.
Yeah. So by that, what I really meant was, you know, I was like, we don't always say what we mean because we're young and we're learning. And I could think one way right now. There could be an event that happens that changes my whole mind frame of whatever. And that's kind of the lie that we have as an American teen. A lot of people are finding themselves. So there's a lot of people who are lying to them about who they are as an individual. So yeah, that's pretty much.
No, I'm sorry. I had a reaction to what you just said right there. Preaching right there. So say it again. It's a lot of people that are lying to them.
Yeah, about who they are as an individual.
That's so true.
Do you meditate?
Nah.
Do you read?
I don't really read too much.
Documentaries?
Nah, it's just
I'm
just coasting in life. My mom raised me well.
Your mom got a lot of game. Your mom got a lot of gems, man. Let's play that American Teen, and then we're gonna come back and take a few phone calls. Sway in the morning, Shade 405. American Teen. You can get this off the album titled American Teen. Khalid is here. What an impressive project.
Thank you.
For a debut. Wow. Executive produced by Courtney Stewart and Tunji Belongin.
Yeah, that's my A&R.
That's your A&R?
Yeah, he's
Sky
dope.
Sense is somebody you worked with for a while?
6 Sense, yeah.
I mean, excuse me, 6 Sense?
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, he's
6 Sense?
dope. He's the homie.
6 Sense. David Smash? Is it?
Smash David.
Yeah, okay. Who's Smash David?
Smash David is actually someone who was working with 6 Sense, and so he was introduced to the record by then.
Okay.
6 Sense is actually, he's almost like a brother to me. He's been helping me out since 2015 when I had just started making and writing music, and he's so inspirational to me as an individual, so I love to keep him around.
I admire you, man, because you trust your impulses and your instincts, and you're brave enough to share them. And,
thank you.
And walk through them, which I think we've all been teenagers, but we've all been younger, and that's a gigantic hurdle when you start to trust your inner voice to get to that point, and you reach it at a at an early age, but like you said, you started at an early age.
Right.
I want to open up the phone lines. A lot of folks on here. Here's a great question from Shankel out of Canada. What up, Shankel?
Shankel, talk to us.
Hey, what's good?
What's up?
Nothing. Just listening to the station. I'm really happy to hear that Khalid is on here.
Oh, thank
I
you.
fell in love with his song Location when I first heard it, and happy you're doing good.
Oh, thank you
I
so
was
much.
just wondering, what kind of advice can you give to somebody who's kind of chasing the same dream, that's had a little bit of ups and downs and looking for the same type of success you're getting into?
Persistence. Just to never give up. And at the same, I mean, as cliche as it sounds, it really works, because you could be pushing, and the moment that you give up, your dream could have came the next day.
Yeah.
Right.
And you won't see that because you gave up, you know? So just persistence for real, because there's been so many people who told me that I couldn't do this. And I was like, I don't care what you think. This is what I think. And luckily, I was able to get my dream. And if you just don't give up, I feel like you'll get yours as well.
Shankel, I'll see you at the top, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right.
No problem.
Colin, go ahead. He's in Virginia. What's your question?
Big C.
Hey, what's good, Khalid?
What's up, bro?
Nothing much, man. A huge fan of your stuff. I love the album.
Thank you.
It was awesome. I have a question about this Instagram post I saw from Visionary Music Group that you were hanging out with Logic, and
Yeah.
I was wondering what you two were putting together.
Ooh.
So Logic is a really good friend of mine, and we do have plans to work together. That's pretty much all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yo, listen, you know what it is? I know what this is. That sounds like Logic talking right there. Logic, hey, man, whatever you do, don't tell him what the plans are. I know Logic. You know, he got the new project that he's been working on. We got Neil deGrasse Tyson on that project for him, so he's a real close. But I know Logic. Did he tell you not to mention anything? Damn, Logic.
Can I say
so logical. But have y'all worked together just in just relaxation and recreation? Y'all jam together and stuff?
Oh yeah, we hang out all the time. He's just a dope dude. His spirit is nice and he's genuine. That's really what I appreciate in another individual.
Yeah.
He's so smart as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's a real cool dude.
You been to his new house?
Yeah.
What it look
He has like
like
the game house, you know, all that. Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, his house is nice.
Supposed to come over. All right. Hey man, I don't know, man. I'm just following your lead, man, believing in what you believe in and going for it. And I believe that you are a true musician in every sense of the word.
Oh, thank you.
So if we gave you something soulful to sing over, or you want to go a cappella?
I can go a cappella.
Oh, DB.
So, what do you want me to sing? Just anything?
I don't know. Yeah, well, he's playing just anything. I didn't know if it was just you so inspired by it. Yeah. Sing. Give us a sample of you. Sing what moves you, man. You in Sway in the morning, Shay 4-5.
All right.
Yoli is over there, DJ from Northern California.
All right. I'll sing a cappella.
Okay, good.
So. The hard part always seems to last forever. Sometimes I forget that we are together. Deep down in my heart, I hope you're doing alright. But from time to time, I often think of why you were mine. But I'll keep your number safe, 'cause I hope one day you'll get the sense to call me. I'm hoping that you'll say you're missing me the way I'm missing you. So I keep your number safe, 'cause I hope one day I get the pride to call you. To tell you that no one else is gonna hold you down the way that I do.
Yeah, give that man a round of applause right there, ladies and gentlemen. Khalid is here, man. Say the name right. Say it right, damn it.
Khalid.
Say it again.
Khalid.
Say it again.
Khalid.
Say it again.
Khalid.
Ladies and gentlemen, man. American team, man. I'm glad we had a chance to have this conversation, man. Honestly, man. I've been watching you, bro. You're destined for great things.
Oh, thank you.
Your success is happening now. Enjoy it.
Thanks, bro.
All right. And then check them out on tour with Travis Scott. When does it start? May? Say it loud. Say it loud.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
Hey, it's my birthday.
That's DB's birthday. Can he get tickets?
Happy birthday.
He just said happy birthday.
Okay, there it is. All right.
That's all I can give you right now.
All right. We want to.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45. Kilo.